Hello everyone, this is Mohan Krishna. Today you're going to enter into the basic C++ programming tutorial. In this tutorial 1, before going to this tutorial 1, I am just giving you some cautions while listening to me. While you are accessing to the YouTube, just change your settings to the HD and watch, so it will be very clearer to you. And next thing is that just trust me. First first 10 tutorials of mine may be confusion to you, because the thing is that you are listening to the C++ programming tutorials first time. It may be little bit confusion, but just go to the video 5 to 6 times and try to make and program as an practice, so all the confusion may be cleared. And when you go on forwarding to my tutorials from 10 onwards, all your confusions may be cleared, because you are going to use much more application of the basics of the first 10 tutorials. So thing is that just keep your mind open, listen each and every word, and see what the line, how I am typing and how I am using that line in that particular uh, point, and just listen to 5 to 6 times. And next, after listening, if you understand, practice. That's all. Then it's very simple. Trust me, within 30 hours you will command and you will master this C++ program. My tutorials, it may be 9 to 10 hours, but you can complete all the practice everything, because you're genius, all people are genius. Within 30 hours you can master this C++ basics. So trust me. And we are advancing into the first tutorial of this. In this first tutorial, you are just going to see the simple C++ program. In any reference book or anything, any program starts with the hello world, that simple program. It's the basic C++ program, and it's the smallest program available in the C++. You can see the smallest C++ program at least consists of the 6 lines: 1 2 3 4 5 6. It at least consists of 6 lines of coding. So thing is that this is the simplest C++ program. And in the simplest C++ program, in the 6 line, I am going to divide each and every line. I am going to give you the meaning such, so it will be very useful for your understanding of C++ coding. So first line, you can see hash include IO stream. It nothing that hash is a preprocessor directive. It will help to include something, a file. So it will be going to be, that file is going to be used somewhere in the function to perform some operation. See, this IO stream is an library function. In When you are forwarding to many tutorials, you will also see many other library functions. Okay, these library functions are included in a file called standard library. So when you included this IO stream, you have to include that standard library also. So I have to include that standard library. When you are including this standard library, when you are running a C++ program, you have to include that standard library in such a way that using namespace std, you have to include that standard library in this way. Next, you can see int main. Int is an return type and main is the function name. See, any C++ program, it definitely consists of a function called main. You can create many other functions with different names, but C++ program, if you did not include main, and if you enter as main name as something other name as int Mohan, int Krishna, something, if that program consists of 4 to 5 functions, what happens is that C++ compiler don't know where to start. So the C++ program definitely consists of it should definitely consist of main function, so that it will come to know where to start, from which function it have to start. So, and coming to this return type is nothing but what you are going to return to the function. See, sometimes in that program you are going to uh, make a program such that to calculate the velocity of a body, to calculate the BMI of the body, something. You are dealing simply with programs such that it give you output as something as number. So when you are trying to perform and program such as to calculate the velocity of a body, the velocity of the body, it will be in something like integers. Sometimes the velocity of a body is 0, sometimes the velocity of a body is 120, 110, 100, something. So you have to return something to the function, something as 120, sometimes 100. So the return type, when you are when you include that int main, so the function knows that you are going to return something in integers. So now you can see next a curly bracket, after main you can see empty parenthesis, and next you can see after empty parenthesis it starts with an curly brackets. Next you can see and say statement C out hello world, welcome to the C++ tutorials. Now C out is an function that is included in IO stream library function. So cout is basically it's like a printing command such that it helps you to print something, the commands, something you want to print. So cout is followed by two lesser than symbols. It is called insertion operator. This insertion operator, these two lesser than symbols says that you have to take something in information from the computer and you have to print. So after that insertion operator you can see this two inverted commas. In this inverted commas, after inverted commas you have wrote something, a statement hello world, and a slash n, and you can see close with inverted commas. Next you again an insertion operator, two lesser than symbols, and next it have been followed by another statement known as welcome to the C++ tutorial. So now actually now the output will be hello world, welcome to the C++ tutorial. Now next thing is that I have said before itself int main. So you have to read the main function is expecting something in an integer. The print statement does not give you any value, so you have to return 0 to the function, return space 0. So 0 is an integer, you are returning 0 to the main function. Now I will run the program and see what happens. You can see hello world and welcome to the C++ tutorials have been printed in next line. If I did not included this slash n and I will run the program, see what happened. See hello world and welcome to the C++ tutorials have been also printed in the same line itself. So slash n helps you to print the next to make to print the next line in another line. So next statement, if you did not included that slash n, what happens is that the next statement will be also be printed in the same line where the hello world is printed. Now if I include this slash n, what happens is that next statement that which you are going to print will be printed in the next line of the output. So in this tutorial you have learned what is IO stream, what is include, what is standard library, and much more information of main and return type and out cout statement. Now in this tutorial it's much more clearer, to make you much more clearer with example. You can also print this welcome to C++ tutorial by just creating another line cout with an insertion for operator followed by insertion welcome to C++ tutorials. slash n. Now thing is that this slash n can also be represented by another command known as endl. Now just include an insertion operator and type endl. This endl is nothing but it helps, it says end the line, means when the welcome to C++ tutorial have been printed, next thing is that the compiler will read this endl and it says endl says end that line, so that line will be ended and that welcome to the C++ tutorials will be printed in the next line. We'll run the program and see what happens. Now here you can see this hello world is printed here and welcome to the C++ tutorials is printed in the next line. So end line, it is nothing but it's like slash n command. So now I'll remove this endl line and we'll check how the program runs. Same as before, you have seen welcome to the hello world, welcome to the C++ tutorial, all are included in one line. So in this tutorial you have seen how to combine two different statement in single cout statement and to print, and you have seen how to print different statements in different lines. Now simply to remove all your more confusion, just I'm just showing you how to include all these statements. Hello world, welcome to the C++ tutorials. Today you are going to uh, learn C++ programming, or I'm trying to include three statements. So thing is that I have to print the hello world in one line, so I'll include slash n. Next I am going to print another line. So to print another line, after typing the hello world, just enter another insertion operator and open the inverted commas, and you have to print in next line as welcome to the C++ tutorials. Next you are thinking to print another line. Today onwards you are going to learn C++. You have to print in another line, but you have to include in that cout same line slash. Now you have to put another insertion operator, open inverted commas, and you want to print today you are going to learn C++. Now we'll run the program and see what happens. See, hello world is printed in first line and welcome to the C++ tutorials is printed in second line, and today you are going to learn C++ is printed in third line. So in this tutorial I have made you clear how to print also different lines using cout in single line, right? Thank you for listening.